Hello, and welcome to your new book business as an Usborne Books and More consultant. Here's a quick tour of your one stop shop for all of your training. This is called Trello. If you haven't already, make sure you download the free app and make a free account with Trello. Trello is very user friendly on both the computer and the phone. This is what you're going to see when your leader adds you to your Trello board. Please remember that occasionally there are things that we update, and so please remember that some things discussed in this video might not apply to your specific board based on future updates within our coaching and the company. First thing you want to do when your leader sends you your board is take a look at where it says daily tasks right here. This is going to tell you step by step what you need to do to launch your book business. So, first thing, watch your intro to Trello video, what you're doing right now. Great job. Next up, you need to turn on the watch function on your board. Here's how to do that. Click show menu, go to more, and just click watch. Easy peasy. This is going to allow you to get notifications whenever your leader wants to remind you of next steps for you to do. Your leader is going to turn on her watch feature too so that she can be updated as you're working through your board. The next thing that you want to do is just start going down your daily tasks. If you have not chosen your launch party date, you definitely want to do this right away. We recommend you launch within 7 days of joining so you can take full advantage of your climb, which I'm about to talk about. You're going to see that in your daily tasks, anything that's color-coded references a color in either your step-by-step training or your party list. So here you go. Choose your launch party. This is telling you to do that. Once you do, come on over here and you'll just type in the date and time of your launch party. I'm going to erase that just so that I don't save it for now. After you have your launch party date set, go ahead and start working through your step-by-step training. Very important are your climb incentives. Consultants learning to ignite and maximize their business. This is an amazing 8-week incentive program offered by our company. You're going to see all the things that you can earn. I highly recommend that you watch this YouTube video on how to earn all your climb goals. These are so fun to hit alongside your leadership team. You're going to earn free books, bonus cash, and branded products. You can check them off as you go, and there are lots of tips on how to earn it again. Right here, make sure you watch that video. When you open your Getting Started card, you're going to see step by step what to be doing for your business. Make sure you write down your climb dates. Make sure you identify what party nights you want. I personally party on Thursdays. The cool thing about this is that you can check things off as you go, so you know that you've completed them. When you check out your basic training, you're going to see some quick trainings that get you familiar with the company and certain terms. Most important, though, is to make sure that you choose your launch party date now and get started on that. So make sure you prioritize that. Open your launch party card and you're going to see step by step what to do. Make sure you let your friends know you've become a book lady. This is going to show you how to invite and walk you through every single step. Again, you can check off steps as you go. Anytime you see a little book on one of these steps, that's your color code. So when you see create an e-commerce link and it has a blue book, that tells you to go to your training list and open your Facebook party card because that label is blue. And this is going to show you how to create your shopping link, how to create your party group. Again, make sure you pay attention to these color codes. And again, the color codes that are in the actual cards telling you step by step what to do. Go ahead and make sure you go down all of your daily tasks when you can, but also your team leader will be setting due dates to guide you about when you should be achieving these goals. So we will make sure to plug in your climb dates right here. We'll make sure once you choose your launch party date, we'll set posting announcement to your wall right away, beginning inviting guests to your launch right away too. We'll set those dates so you know the timeline you should be working in. Next up, I want to make sure that you see here, not just your launch party has your training under the card, but your first parties with your first hostesses also do. My top recommendation is that you get your first hostesses booked now. You don't have to wait until your launch party is run and over with. Check this out. Book some parties. Open this card. You do not have to wait. This gives you example wording to send out to your friends. I highly recommend you shoot this example message to 20 of your friends today so you get your first parties booked. If your launch is on a Tuesday, your first 2 parties booked can be that Thursday. Your team leader is going to help you every step of the way. So once you have your first hostesses, you'll write their name in too. Easy peasy. This is also going to make sure that your team leader knows you've booked a party. When you open those cards, it's going to show you step by step what to say to each hostess and what to do. Make sure you create a 3-way chat with your team leader, your first hostess, and you for your at least first 2 hostesses. Your team leader is going to be there to make sure to catch anything that might need a little bit of extra coaching on. She's going to be there if any problems arise, and she's going to help make sure that you hit each of these points. Definitely make sure to do that. As you book more parties, you can continue to fill in different hosts. And here, check this out. As you continue to book parties, this is really easy. You can copy anything on Trello. You can move it, you can copy it. It's very easy. You just copy, create card, and now you have another card there to fill in another hostess. You can move these around if you need to. This is your board. You can personalize it. Speaking of booking parties, we have a booking queue right here with tons of tips and ways to book parties. If you're ever feeling stuck, check this out. Also talk to your team leader because she's going to have great tips for you too. Maybe you're talking to someone and they're saying, I really want to host with you, but I'm just not sure on the date yet. Can I get back to you? This is what this booking queue is for. You can write down, Sally, check back January 25th, and it will remind you to do that. Similarly, you have a recruiting queue. This business was gifted to you and you don't want to hold it back from anyone. You want to make sure to ask your hostesses, party guests, friends, and family to join your team. There's huge benefits to doing this within your climb, and it helps you maximize the income potential that you have with this business. And we'll talk about that next. Open this up to see tips on how to recruit your hostesses as well as friends and party guests. Make sure to also talk to your team leader because she's going to have great tips for you. As you get recruits, you can fill in their names here as well. And you can add more cards and similarly add Sally talk about in March. Maybe she wants to join once something in her life is over, and that's going to be over in March. So I'm going to set a due date for 3:01 at 9 a.m. so that I get a notification to remind myself to talk to Sally in March about joining my team. I highly recommend, if you do anything, to watch a Why Recruit video, which I'm going to definitely add here. It'll be right in your recruiting queue. Next up, you're going to see that if you're working through your climb, you're naturally working towards leadership within this company. You can promote to team leader as soon as within 1 month of joining, 2 months. You can promote anytime. I highly recommend you check this list out and you see the benefits of stepping up to leadership within your climb, and there are also great benefits for doing so outside of your climb too. If this at all interests you, make sure to talk to your team leader right away. The average team leader makes $1,000 a month for about 10 hours of work a week. How cool is that? Some people choose to track their customer care and follow up as well using Trello. We follow a 2-day, 2-week, 2-month time zone or timetable of following up with our party guests. How great customer service you'll be providing by making sure everyone loves their books. Gives you example wording to do that. And you can make cards and set reminders to give you notifications to do all those things. So there it is. Remember, when you get your Trello board, the first thing you want to do is make sure to turn on the watch feature of your board, go right to your daily tasks, and get going. My biggest tip is to jump right in. Don't hesitate. Your team leader is going to be there every step of the way. You don't want to miss out on any opportunity right around the corner for you.